in my nickname. I was given a nickname Canadian Bacon.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The great Chris Thomas, the late great Chris Thomas.
Oh, what a good dude.
Canadian bacon, ironically, which is ham.
It's just round ham.
But in Canada, Canadian bacon is bacon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like real-ass bacon?
Yeah.
So how did that happen?
America does funny stuff. We do funny stuff.
Bastardized.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ham. When you go to Canada and you get it's ham.
Yeah.
But so bacon in Canada is bacon. So I don't really understand.
I've been in in different parts of the world, and bacon is bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing.
You ever have beef bacon?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I think you fed me beef bacon.
Yeah, my people at Boozy Pig. They
man.
have the beef bacon. And if you have beef bacon, it's sweeter than pork bacon. Delicious.
Yeah. There's something about beef. Like, I like fat, obviously, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Marbling.
Yeah, I like it. I like it everywhere, baby. I like it on my food, my women, and I like it in the mirror. Yeah, all the fat. But to me, beef. Like I told you last week, I've been on since Chef Michael over at Mumsy's down in south of here. Mm-hmm. Since he gave me the best oxtails I've ever had in my life, and that's a big statement. I've just been wanting beef fat, dude. Just the fattiest. And then I went over. My buddy and I went over to lunch last week at a dim sum restaurant and Chinese restaurant over in like Pinellas Park, and they had like a Chinese short rib as part of it was like beef ribs, but they were fatty too. Boy, they're just fatty and just all saucy and delicious.
Well, fat is your friend. You know, that's what you like to believe. I've been since last year. I've lost a little bit of weight because I've done a lot of carnivore stuff.
Yeah.
But I went to Omni Life last week and I saw a doctor and we did all my vitals and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Found out that like there's a number that your body says you are. So mine says I'm 55 and I'm actually 57.
Right.
So that's not bad.
Yeah.
But some of my numbers weren't great, though. Okay?
Yeah.
Because being on a carnivore diet, the one thing I didn't really worry about, because you don't worry about fat, but I didn't really worry about salt either.
Got you.
And my blood pressure got up a little high.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm talking to the doctors and cutting my salt back a little bit and just trying to eat natural stuff. So changed up a little bit. For a while, I was just eating meat and eggs. And
I got you.
Now I'm bringing in the vegetables.
A little bit of veggies.
And keep it natural, but a little less salt.
Yeah, it's good to the older you get too, man, to try to keep up on the numbers, like that people don't really pay that much attention to. And same thing, like I've lost a lot of weight too, and I'm all about the protein game. I try to get 200 to 250 grams of protein a day. And but I also eat vegetables and things like that. I eat a lot of cauliflower, broccoli, all that stuff.
But that stuff's good for you.
Yeah. Just stuff that's it's natural. I try to eat whole foods when I can. But yeah, I did the same thing. I had a full workup, and my visceral fat, which is something that people don't pay attention to, is actually way lower than a lot of people that are of standard weight or or even like that work out all the time. So you got to keep track of like how much fat's around your organs and all that stuff. A lot of my fat's just been hanging out since I was way heavier, so
hanging out in the cut.
You know what I'm saying? Literally hanging out.
But when I went over to Omni Life with this, it was Dr. Lazardi was his name, and I looked at him and I said, I don't really like doctors. And he looked at me and goes, neither do I. And he goes, why don't you like doctors? And I said, because I think they prescribe medication for stuff that could be taken care of with your diet. He goes, that's the kind of doctor I am. Yeah,
there's a lot more of those popping up.
He goes, I don't prescribe drugs. Because if you have high blood pressure or high whatever, what you really should do is change your diet.
Yeah.
Okay, forget about taking a pill that's going to have 6 other side effects. Okay, so now get rid of one side effect, and then you have 6 others. Okay, so if you change your diet, that can change everything that's wrong with your body. That's a fact.
It's funny too because I got a lot of friends and my wife. A lot of people have lost a lot of weight recently.
Wife looks fantastic.
She's awesome. And the same thing. She was having a little bit of high blood pressure. She was on blood pressure medication, and maybe 3 months into losing weight, boom,
gone.
Same thing.
Gone.
Same thing with me. I was never on medication, but I was 3 years ago, my blood pressure was a little higher than it needed to be. And the doctor even said, like, this is the first time, that I've been taking care of you for 20 years that I've seen you with high blood pressure. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then as soon as I started dropping the weight, 170 or 120 over 70 is consistent. That's every time I get my blood pressure, about 120 over 70.
Yep.
But it was up there. I was like 160 over 110. He's like, okay, you need to get it together, fatso. Yeah. But no, I mean, only thing I got is stupid iron stuff. I get an infusion once. I just had that a month ago. So I get an infusion once every year or two, and I'm good to go.
This natural stuff.
Yeah.
Like, to me, testosterone is natural. Okay, these are all natural things that are happening in your body.
Yeah.
Just don't be taking pills. You don't even know what it is.
If you don't need to.
It.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. Just live your best life. You know, you're only here for a minute.
Well,
Enjoy
you got to
yourself.
watch out when you tell people live your best life, because that could be a lot of different things to different people.
But here's the thing, too. Like, what if somebody's just happy living the 60 and eating all the bacon and candy and everything they want? Maybe they don't want to be 80. Maybe they
don't complain then.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So if you're happy, you know, like,
correct.
You
can be happy.
If you're happy and you're 300 pounds and whatever.
But I think a lot of people can say they're happy.
Yeah.
And that's easy to say. You see what I'm saying? You could say.
Are you talking about married people?
Sometimes. What I have found out in the past is be leery of a married couple that keeps on saying how much they love each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fact for me. Okay, like, to me, if you guys love each other, you don't have to say it to everybody all the time.
Yeah.
Because when that happens, like, I remember once my wife's a good friend, we went to dinner with them, and they kept on talking about sex. So my wife goes, man, they have an active sex life. And I go, no, they don't. I go, people with an active sex life don't talk about it all the time.
Right.
And then afterwards, when they got divorced 2 years later, I found out they hadn't had sex in 3 years.
Not with each other.
Because, people that have sex on a consistent basis, they don't need to talk about it all the time.
It is weird, though.
It is weird.
It's like achievements, too. You know, it's like when these, and it's usually the amateur comedians, like, and the ones that aren't even good. They're the ones on, like, Instagram and Facebook bragging, dude. Like, killed it last night. Oh, yeah.
You don't have to say it if you killed it.
You shouldn't say it. Like,
there you go.
Like I have great sets all the time, but man, you got to be humble. You got to know that this next set might not be as good as the last one, and you got to go in and you got to put forth the effort. But at the end of the day, you're doing a job. Your job is to be funny on stage. Correct. You're up there. You're doing a job. You're not supposed to be surprised that you had a good set. So when I have a good set and somebody goes, "Damn, Johnny, you killed it," my response is always the same. I always go, "That was great. It was a great crowd." I give credit to the crowd. I give credit to the staff. To everything else, because to me, it's everything kind of comes together to make a good show. It's not just a comic.
How old are you?
53.
You're old enough to realize and understand that it doesn't matter what you think and say.
Right.
It really doesn't, okay? Because I lived this whole life, and I sat across from people that looked at me, and they're like, I bench press this much, and I'm like, okay.
Neat.
Then any minute, we have to put our hands on the ground and play ball. So it doesn't matter what you said.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you think. You can't fit this. So you can say, I had a great set, but somebody that was in the crowd has to say that. Not you.
Exactly.
Not you. Yeah. Somebody in the crowd. Like, if somebody says, man, you and Johnny were funny. Like, I'm not going to go, me and Johnny were funny on Thursday.
Right.
Like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, if somebody else says it, I'll take it.
Yeah, and look, we are funny all the time, but when that happens,
facts.
The way I describe it to people, I'll go, I had a really fun show with Ian today.
That's fine.
Boom.
That's fine. Fine. I had a great time.
Dude, we were clicking today.
We were flowing today.
Things were good.
Sure.
I felt good today.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yesterday was a great radio day. I did it by myself, and I felt good. Like, the calls were, I did nothing but calls, and everybody was good. That
doesn't happen that often.
Crazy.
A lot of time calls will mess the show up.
There was a couple that were not great, but I was in my zone, and like we were flowing. Everything went great. We had some good topics, and when I got done, I was like, I'm pretty happy with what happened right there. But I didn't like get on Instagram and be like, "That's how you do it, bitch."
And that's the way of this modern society, or where we're living. Everybody's about, look at me and I'm great, and bro, even I play Madden and NCAA, right?
Oh my God!
And I'm an old school guy. Okay, so if we're playing Madden or we're playing NCAA, and you beat me or I just beat you, I come from this school. Okay, good game.
Sure.
And I'll even shake your hand. Good game.
Absolutely.
Now it's just, you're a punk ass.
My God.
You suck. And I'm like, yo.
Dude.
We just competed, man. I mean, last year for Chamberlain football, at the end of a game that we lost, there was a kid on another team, and I can't think of the top of my head, but there's a video of him spitting on one of my kids.
What?
There's a video of him spitting after beating us.
Yeah.
Spitting, and my kid X is the nicest kid, and he snapped.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, X, what's wrong with you? Coach, he spat on me. And on the video, the guy's clearly spitting on him. How dare you?
Yeah.
Like, what is in your mind and your mentality? You got to spit on somebody after you beat them, or ever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or ever.
Yeah, that's not
Better
good,
not
dude.
spit on me.
No.
Bet not.
Yeah, those are one of those things I'll just have to eat. Probably, if you beat me up, you just have to beat me up.
If Brock Lesnar spits on me,
you got to fight it.
I may not just lock up with him. I might go around the corner, but I'm going to get a sledgehammer or something.
That's true.
And you can't just spit on me.
Might hit him with my car.
I'm not just locking up with Brock Lesnar. No.
He's going to spit on me more.
No.
He's going to spit laughing on me.
Back in the day, though, we locked up. With Brock Lesnar, I don't care. I'll just catch an ass whooping. But I can't let you spit on me, though.
No,
absolutely not.
1995, Ian Beckles was not being spat on, ever.
But even 1995, Ian Beckles will grab a stool to hit Brock Lesnar.
Well, you're not dumb.
No, I'm not stupid.
Yeah. Just because you're mad don't mean you're dumb all of a sudden. Don't be dumb, everybody. Phone lines are open if you'd like to join us. 800-771-1025. Also, social media. That guy over there, Ian_Beckles. You'll never see him bragging, but you'll see a lot of cool stuff on his Instagram. So go give him a follow. And, of course, one thing he will brag about, and he should, is Dignitary Cafe and Cava House. It's a great place, great vibe. And head on over there and hang out anytime. Always good stuff happening and great people. And 420, friendly in the back, baby. It's over on Gandy and West Shore. So you never know. You never know who's gonna pop in. You walk in there. There could be
dignitaries everywhere.
Oh, just that's where the who's who like to hang out. It's nice.
You're rocking that reverse hat today. That reverse hat, you're rocking it.
Yeah, once in a while. I lost it for a little while. I couldn't find it. I got this, a year ago probably, and
I just met with their people a couple weeks ago.
I saw that,
and there's not that many concepts that I look at and I go, wow.
Yeah,
that's one of them.
So simple.
Go, wow.
Yeah,
I just turned it upside down and it's brilliant.
And they were smart to get like some celebrities behind it that really put it on the map. Like the first time I saw it, Baker Mayfield was wearing this exact hat.
Yep.
In a presser. Mm-hmm. And I go,
you know who's part owner of the company?
Baker Mayfield?
Jason Licht.
Oh, yeah. Well, I heard it was him and Vinny from
Vinny LeCavier.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant, though. They own a little piece. So like, say,
smart.
Mike Evans last year, when he breaks the record, right?
Yeah.
In the locker room, they had 200 hats for all the players.
So smart.
Made already.
Yeah. And then I saw Post Malone was wearing like a Dallas one.
Okay.
And when they first started coming out, here's the funny part, too. This is when, you talking about being humble, dog? This is how you know when you're humbled. When I got this, it was over a year ago. My wife bought this for my birthday.
Okay.
Because I was flipping through Instagram, and I go, babe, check out this hat Baker's wearing. I go, how dope is that? It's just Tampa upside down. And she goes, oh, yeah, cool. Well, being a great wife,
she's smart.
She immediately went on their website because my birthday was like 2 weeks away. She went on, ordered me one, had it show up on my birthday, and I was excited to get it. 2 days later.
You got one.
No. I'm listening to the morning show, and I hear Mike Calta go, hey, I want to just thank Baker and the people over at Reverse. They sent the whole crew here a whole box of these Reverse hats. And I'm like, God damn it.
Right.
My wife paid $40 for mine, and they got a box of them over there.
Worth every penny.
Well, no. Well, it's one of those things that just puts things into perspective. It's like I'm doing radio on the same station, but the night guy, you better buy your hat, fat boy.
Well,
yeah.
And it's also a local company, which I always endorse.
Sure.
Local companies.
Always.
Like, I deal with a lot of different companies with a lot of different, avenues of business. And the first thing I always ask is this local?
Yeah.
And if it is local, then we're game. We're ready to go.
1,000,000%, especially my town, baby, because ain't nobody love this town more than me. I'm Tampa, born and raised. I bleed Tampa. My blood smells like guava sauce. That's how much I bleed Tampa. I love Tampa. I went to a local restaurant last night.
Where'd you go?
Oh, man. We just stopped in for an appetizer. I had to take my car, the AC wasn't blowing cold. So a buddy of mine that I met a while back, we weren't like buddies, but I knew him. We have a lot of mutual buddies, but we're buddies now. He's a mechanic, and he does it. He used to do it full time, but now he's a welder, and he does part time. He still does people's cars and stuff. But he's one of these mechanics that's very rare in that he's honest and isn't trying to screw you over, right? Which it's hard to find, right? But I took it over for him to look at it, and sure enough, he found a problem, and it was very minor. It didn't cost anything. And but while he was given the diagnostics and all that, he's in Safety Harbor. I love Safety Harbor. I'm friends with the Pisanos over there, the cheesecakes and all that. And I like popping into all their little spots over there. Nona's, the pizzas over there is amazing. But I've been following this chef Chef John over at the Tides Market on TikTok and stuff for a couple of years. And he does his TikToks and their Instagram and stuff like a Food Network show. He's back there behind the line, and he's describing the food. And he's a real deal chef. Like, you could tell everything back there is legit. Even the kitchen just looks great. It's clean. It's nice. But the food looks fantastic. So they're a market, but they also have a restaurant and mostly seafood. And
sometimes let's get the best food at markets,
bro,
because it's fresh.
So I told my wife, I go, we're in Safety Harbor. I go, let's stop by the Tides, right? Because I knew she would love it because everything about it is what she likes, And we just got a couple appetizers, and man, it was so got some fried oysters, the best I've ever had in my life. You know what I mean? They didn't overcook them. Like, the breading was perfect, but the inside was just cooked enough the way they were still juicy and plump.
How do you present the fried oysters? They put them on the shell?
No, they didn't do it. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't like pretentious.
So in a basket of fried oysters?
Yeah, it was just, it was presented nicely. A little garnish, a lemon, stuff like that.
A little sauce on the side.
Yeah, remoulade. Yeah, and then I got a trio of dips that were served on top of the most perfect fried and green tomatoes. And I posted that on my Instagram, Johnny B. Tampa, if you go look on my story. But
sounds sexual.
Very good, though. Very good. We're going back. Probably this weekend. Yeah, because there's so much stuff on the menu. Like their shrimp and grits, they do it Cajun style. It looks ridiculous. So I got to go back. Yeah.
You ever taste Sandy's food?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Well, Sandy is going to be doing a little pop up at Dignitarian. We're actually
shut your mouth.
We're working on getting her to put her food truck in the back, and she has like Asian
full time
Cajun fusion. Yes,
you shut your whore mouth.
Shrimp and grits maybe you've ever had.
Yes,
and there's gonna be.
I've had her shrimp and grits.
Memorial Day weekend, she's gonna be at Dignitary Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
She's good people too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want great food from good people, and yeah, boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and good.
That's what we talk about, man. Like supporting local, man. Like when it comes to restaurants, I'm all about local mom and pop. I mean, the chains are great.
Yeah.
But
you know what's funny? Chains are great, but Tampa has some of the best chains in the nation.
Sure.
If you really think about it.
They start here.
Outback.
Yeah.
Hooters.
Yeah.
Hooters is one of the better chains in the nation.
Oh, yeah.
Wing House.
Did that start in Tampa, too?
Yes. Crawford Kerr.
All the boobies and wings started here. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
I like that a lot.
Carrabba's started here, didn't it?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's rip through these phone calls real quick. Mike Hal Daffy Show, who the hell are you?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Johnny. Hey, JoJo. JoJo, your voice sounds different today.
Yeah,
I know. Hi, good morning.
He's hoarse.
Hey, well, I got you two barbecue gurus on the air. How do I do a big, massive dinosaur beef rib?
Oh, that's for Beckles.
What, where, when, why, and how?
Well, for myself, I would not cook a dinosaur beef rib without sous videing it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just me. It's just going to come out better. I just cooked a big old leg of lamb that I got from Fussell's, and I sous vide it, smoked it, then I wrapped it in tinfoil and let it marinate a little bit more. And it was the most tender thing. Like I was just taking it off with a fork yesterday. It was absolutely beautiful.
That sounds amazing.
I should have brought you some.
There you go. Oh, you should have.
I'm listening. Let me ask you this, Johnny. You're from that area. You ever get one of Mr. Ice Cream's turkey legs before?
Where's that at?
There's a guy, his name is Ice Cream because he used to sell ice cream a long time ago, but he's been selling turkey legs for like 20 years now on 22nd Street, just south of Hillsborough.
Oh, okay.
Gigantic. The best I've ever had.
I have heard about that.
Forever.
That's my old neighborhood. I haven't been in that neighborhood in a long time, but I've been meaning to go by there. There's a barbecue place over, I want to say off Osborne called Greedy's that people keep telling me to go get their oxtails. So
Greedy Lee's?
Greedy Lee's, yeah. But I need you to go with me, Beckles.
That's a smoked oxtail. You'll be fine.
I
had a Caucasian young lady bring me there. She'll be fine.
I just need a liaison, maybe, because I grew up in that neighborhood.
I go between.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. So
you know what I mean? Like, I need you to walk in with me. Like, they won't mess with me. What?
What am I looking for to buy for that rib? What do I ask for? Like, what? How do I ask? I've never bought one before.
Buy a rib?
Well, there's different ways to cut the ribs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the best, like I want a big fatty kind of one.
Well, if you're asking that, I can't answer that. I've cooked it both ways.
I feel like at your level, sir, no offense, just go buy some already prepared. Find you a nice pit master that makes it, because beef ribs they're very tough.
They're hard to master.
Yeah.
They really are.
Okay, all right. I didn't realize it was that hard. Yep, okay, I'll take your word for it.
All right, brother.
Anyway, thank you guys.
Take care, pal. There you go.
If you can't conquer regular ribs, you're not going to conquer beef ribs.
Just get St. Louis ribs, man, and go. Look, you can go on YouTube and learn so much about barbecue, folks. What the hell was that?
That's a good question.
Was that me?
I don't know.
That was weird. I'm freaking out.
We're getting teleported to
all right. If you're on hold, stay on hold. We'll take your phone calls when we come back. This is the Mike Calta After Show.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. Featured cut of the day. Sponsored by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app. 102.5 The Bone.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
During the month of May, Universal Roof and Contracting will help you get ready for storm season by offering 15% off roof replacements and repairs. Monthly payments as low as $115. Plenty of great financing options are available, and they will inspect your roof for free. Complimentary roof inspections. They've been in business for 32 years, and they're veteran-owned. Go to universalroof.com. That's universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims, and in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Summer is here, and so is the Buffalo Shrimp Special at Hooters. 10 crispy shrimp tossed in your favorite sauce, served with fries, all at a special price. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
Our massive Kia mega sale is going on now at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey. Buy with 0 down, 1.9% financing, or make no payments for 90 days. Sign and drive a new Kia from just $259 lease per month. 0 due at signing. $25K for 36 months, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $259 a month, 0 due at signing. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say yes, you're approved for a new 2025 Kia. Get massive savings on over 1,200 new Kias at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. KenGanleyKiaNewportRichey.com. Tell them McKinsey sent you, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
25 Sportage, $17.48 per month per 1,000 finance. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank, plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 5/31/25.
Think you're not the suing type, but you weren't at fault. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call mo.com.
John Senning here for the National Aviation Academy. Are you somebody who needs to get that hands-on experience when you're learning something new? Are you trying to start a new path in life? Are you sick and tired of your 9-to-5? Well, think about a career in the world of aviation maintenance. And we've got the NAA right here in beautiful Clearwater. They're going to make the transition from whatever you got going on in your life to the campus world as smooth as possible. The next class starts May 29th. Make that change in your life today and visit naa.edu.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
To really appreciate the value of International Diamond Center, you need to go back more than 4 decades when owner Keith LeClaire used to supply diamonds to upscale jewelry stores. He was a trusted source for the most exquisite diamonds and fine jewelry. But then Keith decided to start selling those amazing diamonds straight to the public. He opened IDC and changed the game in jewelry retailing by offering hand-selected, dazzling diamonds at no middleman pricing. Today, IDC dominates the Florida jewelry scene with stores in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota, Orlando, Naples, Gainesville, and on the Treasure Coast. This is a powerhouse jeweler with the largest selection of natural diamonds, unbeatable value pricing, a 100% buyback guarantee, all the top names in bridal design, no commission salespeople, and an incredible reputation for honesty and transparency. For those moments that define your love and your relationship, IDC is the go-to place. The first and only official jeweler of the Gators. International Diamond Center. Get locations and learn more at shopidc.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny and hot for your Thursday. High temperatures kind of flirting with, if not touching that 90-degree mark this afternoon. A few clouds, muggy tonight with a low temperature in the mid-70s and more sunshine and heat for tomorrow. Friday's forecast high in the lower 90s.
Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone Fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Cat named Mo for All American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range off US 19 North. Education is the key to safety. That's why they're open 7 days a week, because they understand shooting is a diminishing skill, so classes and training are crucial. They have a variety of classes and training, from holster draw to pistol intro to rifle and skills drills. Do not forget about the Friendly League Night. That's every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30. Go to aagunslingers.com to find out. All American Gunslingers, your rights, your safety, your freedom, America!
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Take advantage of the Employee Pricing Plus event at Cherry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We'll double your down payment on a new ride up to $10,000. And your first 3 payments are on us at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at cherryohm.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
Hey guys, it's a cat named Mo, and for the past 10 years, I've been talking about the Centers for Men's Health, better known as C4MH.com, which has been the leader in low T care for the past 15 years. C4MH.com leads because it's a local medical practice, not one of those slick national franchise T clinics that pop up overnight. C4MH leads because it has no financial contracts, no upfront treatment payments, and no added cost treatments. C4MH leads because we fully disclose, and I say we because, again, I've been with them for 10 years, the affordable pricing. There are no hidden surprise costs. The slick pop-up clinics pricing is nowhere to be found, and then come the contracts and high-pressure upselling. C4MH leads because 18 West Coast Florida locations only treat you with pharmaceutical testosterone and never the cut rate compounded stuff the other clinics use. So when you want affordable, safe, convenient, low T care, go to C4MH.com.
Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to the Mike Calta After Show.
Check it out. See, the only thing you need to do right here is just nod your freaking head. Break your freaking neck, boy. Yeah. Here we go now. Here we going now.
Welcome back to Mike Calta After Show, 10:34 in the morning. Thursday, man. You're almost there. You almost made it to the end of the week. You can do it. Phone lines are open at 800-771-1025. Johnny B. Tampa on all social media. And that guy over there, Ian_Beckles on the socials. Where do you rank Busta Rhymes as best lyricist ever?
Best lyricist? I wouldn't put him that high lyrically. I think Busta Rhymes was better on other people's stuff than on his own stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have Busta Rhymes CDs that I don't just throw on a Busta Rhymes CD. That's not something I do.
Right.
But him on other stuff, he's been brilliant on other people's stuff. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that, you know?
Flavor in your ear. I mean, he was on the first remix ever. And some people are like that.
Does Pitbull have any music of his own?
He does, but nobody listens to it.
Yeah, he just pops in on girls' tracks, on J-Lo or something like
and
that.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he gets paid so much for 30 seconds.
That's five words, he says.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. Yeah. What do you think about the Bucks schedule? Did you see it?
I did. What
do you think?
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a player anymore, so it doesn't matter to me.
Does away or home matter to you? I look at it more like, who are we playing?
As a player,
yeah.
The only thing I looked at was what surface we played on.
Right.
That's it.
Artificial or not.
And then, like before the schedule comes out, you know who you're playing.
Yeah.
So then but that's when you find out who you're playing, that's more important because then I know who I'm playing against.
Yeah.
Like to me, it doesn't matter if you're playing the Dallas Cowboys or the Green Bay Packers or the Arizona Cardinals. Out of those three teams, who's the hardest team to play? Answer that question.
Packers.
You can't answer it as me because who am I playing against?
Oh, the big guy in front of you.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand.
So now if I'm playing Arizona, who sucks as a team, I'm playing against Eric Swan. Eric Swan has ended careers,
my
okay?
God.
So then we're playing Green Bay. It could be Gilbert Brown. I'm playing, it could be Leon Lett. So everybody's different.
Yeah.
And sometimes crappy teams have the baddest cat across from you.
That's true.
And to me, the rest of it doesn't really matter other than the guy across from me.
That is true. Like when I book shows, I look at like what town am I in? What's my hotel? Who's my opener?
Sure, yeah.
You know, who's setting that vibe? You know what I mean? How's the staff at the club I'm going to or whatever venue I'm at? You know,
the
like
factors are
the restaurants in that area matter. You know, everything. So I get that from a player perspective. But as far as a fan goes, I look at the schedule and I'm not upset at it. I'm not upset at it at all. I like the teams we're playing because, you know, I like to see us play different teams. I like to see some marquee matchups. I like to see a divisional game at the end of the season because that might really matter, you know, things like that. And then like around the holidays, primetime games. I don't get excited for primetime for the Bucs because we're not good in primetime.
It seems that way. For a player, I think you always want primetime games because that gives you added exposure.
Sure.
If you ball out in a primetime game, that gets you to the Pro Bowl and things like that. But for a player, once again, surface is important and the days are important because it may not be a big deal to you to play on Thursday or watch football on Thursday, but to play on Sunday and then play on Thursday, which I've never done, I couldn't imagine.
No, your body's got to.
I couldn't imagine.
Got to recoup, dude.
No, you didn't recoup.
That's what I'm saying. You have no time.
It's like boxing. I have a boxing match and then box again in 3 days. It's just bad for you.
Yeah, I've heard like you know how they do it. They play that game, and normally they play a Sunday game. Monday they just do film or whatever, or they have a day off depending if they
weights, you run a little bit.
Yeah, if they win, a lot of times they'll give them a day off, something like that. And then they don't really get back into like, you know, moving until like Wednesday or Thursday, right? And then they do a walkthrough on Friday probably. And then
well, think how much it's changed. Okay, normally you have Tuesday off.
Yeah,
you have to give the players a day off. You have to. It's in the CBA.
Right.
So you can't give a player Tuesday off if you're playing Thursday.
Right.
Okay. So Wednesday, which you would normally start back practicing, you have to. That's the day before the game. So now you may have to travel on that Wednesday. So literally you play Sunday and then you open your eyes and then you're playing again on Thursday.
Yeah, I heard Todd Bowles say that, you know, they're installing the plan on the plane.
Before that, probably.
Yeah, well,
the week before they start doing the installation because there's there's just not enough time.
But they're working any chance they get. They don't sleep or anything, you know.
That's the part people don't realize. People think that, we're playing this team. And there's so much investigative journalism going on in coaching, okay? Every team is completely different. They may run a different scheme than they ran 4 weeks ago, and there's so many scouts and coaches getting involved with game plans. It's a lot more complex than people think.
Oh, it's in youth football. Like I learned the hard way. I remember the first year I was coaching youth football, and somebody's like, "Hey, I can get you film on the Lakeland Eagles. You want?" And I go, "Nah, man. These are they're 10 years old. I don't need no film, you know." And then they whooped us, right? They whooped us, and then I was talking to one of their coaches after the game. We're shaking hands and all that, and I said, "Yeah, man, your kids are fast." He goes, "Oh, you got fast kids too. I've been looking at film on you guys for 2 weeks." I'm like, "Son of a bitch!"
Yeah, that's what sets you apart. Now, I just had this conversation earlier today. A lot of times, coaching is overrated. Okay, because as somebody who's coaching now at Chamberlain, like we had a couple, little jamborees with some other teams, and like we went against Armwood.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Their kids were playing. They're just playing a different sport than our kids were. Like their kids were all 6'3", 275, 280.
Yeah,
been lifting weights, mean natured.
Yeah, you know who went to Armwood? Desmond Watson, 460-pound.
Oh, did he really go to Armwood?
Yeah, undrafted free agent for the Bucks. Yeah, he's Armwood. That's what they look like at Armwood.
Well, I had a kid. I was told that I have a new lineman, and his name is Meatball, and I named the kid Meatball last year, so I didn't like the name being reused. Anyways, I saw Meatball, and I said, first of all, your name is Snacks, okay?
That's good.
I go, you like the snack? He goes, yeah. And I go, your name is Snacks. So then during a drill, I say, you have to get down low, Snacks. I'm getting lower than him. I go, Snacks, you see that I'm lower than you? He goes, yeah. I go, how tall are you, Snacks? How tall do you think he is?
5'7".
5'2".
Damn, Snacks.
He goes, 5'2", coach. And I go, you're not going to throw a fraction in there?
He's a Scooby snack.
I go, you need to throw a fraction in there, like 5'2" and 7/16.
Hell yeah.
Or something like that. But so I have a 5'2", 260-pound offensive lineman that I need to make into
He is a meatball.
Player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you trying to make him a defensive lineman?
I'm just trying to make him a guy who can be on a football field.
I don't know about O-line. I mean, I guess.
Well, I don't know about anything right now.
Yeah.
Because I could show you the film if you want.
I mean, at that height, I mean, you could try to put him in the A gap and roll him in there.
Nope. Not a 5'2", my friend.
Yeah.
Name me somebody who's succeeded inside and defensive line at 5'2".
Can he kick? See if he can kick the ball.
You seen a lot of 5'2" kickers?
A lot of 5'2" kickers, yes.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No way, dude.
Dizzy plays soccer.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
I've seen some little ass soccer players.
But dude, I was in Costa Rica once in the airport, and these huge guys. I go, "What's it? The basketball team?" They go, "That's a soccer team."
Well, that's Central America is a whole different thing.
So the best athletes in that country are playing soccer, but I'm talking about these soccer players were huge.
Well, if they had American rules football, they would probably be good at it with those guys too. But they don't even play it down there.
Yeah, the thing is, I would go the other way. If we didn't have football, we'd have a much better soccer team.
Probably.
And if we didn't have basketball, we'd have a much better soccer team. Or MMA or boxing. Other countries got like soccer and that's it.
Yeah.
And, we're good in soccer. Good for you. You ain't got no other sports.
Shut
up.
Old bitch ass flopping on the ground,
For
bitch.
reals.
Ho.
Yellow card ass having.
Yeah. Old bitch ass, pretty hair having ass, bitch. God.
Do some pretty
so handsome. Stop making me gay. Mike out the after show. Who's this?
Good morning, guys.
Hello, lady.
How you doing?
Hello, sweeties. Johnny B and Ian. I could tell you, Ian, I could talk to you forever about football, but I wanted to go back real quick, and I wanted to ask you guys about something that we were talking about, or that you were talking about a while ago. I believe that in simplicity there is grace, and that transfers to humility. My question is your analysis or thoughts on a man in his 60s who, has good position, good job, but wants to constantly talk about or mention the accolades he gets and the people he affects and how he's good at this and he's good at that. And I'm just wondering, when you think about that, because you're men, what is that? What is that? Is that an insecurity? Do you think it's I'm just curious about your thoughts on it.
I mean, it could be insecurity. It could be a touch of narcissism. Narcissism.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think that word narcissist is used too much.
Well,
you know what I mean?
it's tricky. I think when it's at a level to where they're seem unstable, that's where it kind of falls into that.
Yeah, I think narcissistic is a negative thing, and I just think our society is becoming negative. So narcissistic to me is more than just being insecure. And for me, I watch a lot of videos on stoicism and different ways to act and how people react to you. That I would be leery if somebody's telling me how good they are. Okay,
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. If somebody's like, I'm good at this, like if you play somebody's great at chess, you go, are you good in chess? They'll go, I'm okay.
Right.
That's what you have to watch out for, the guy. Or the guy who goes, I'm a great fighter. He can't fight.
Right.
The guy says, can you fight? I'm all right.
It's the quiet ones.
The quiet ones and the ones that sit back and are watching and absorbing. Those are the ones that I'm scared of. The yap-yappers.
Yeah.
Yap, yap, yap. I ain't scared of the yap-yappers at all.
It's true. Yeah, a lot of times I would say, and I agree with Ian on this. I would say if they're talking a lot and they're trying to prove to you they're good, they don't believe it.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact. All right.
Thank you, guys. Love ya.
All right, bye. Love you. You're the
Anytime.
best. Yeah.
But I've been in the cafe, the Dignitary Cafe, and this young lady's like, my husband's the best. He's a great guy. And I'm thinking, nobody asked you. So then 2 months later, you find out he's beating her and he's doing this and that. But if you're justifying something,
Yeah.
you don't have to. You shouldn't have to justify. Your husband, you married him. You shouldn't have to say he's a great guy. You married him. He's supposed to be. That should be built in.
I mean, you could say, like, I'm proud of my spouse. They're great. Blah 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 blah.
But if you're always saying it, though, you're justifying something.
Yeah.
You're kind of convincing yourself.
Yeah, and as far as like, as your yourself, like you're allowed to be confident, and people should be confident, right? You should go in with your head up high. Like if I go and play a poker tournament today in one of these poker rooms, I'm going to walk in that place, and in my head, I'm going to be like, I'm going to win this poker tournament because I feel like I'm one of the better players that's walking in here. But I'm not going to walk in here and be like, all right, bitches, time to bust these tables. Like, what are you doing? Like,
and in the long run, it doesn't really matter how you present yourself. It all ends up about results. Okay?
Yes.
So let me say, let me compare it to something. Everybody is dogging out Shedeur Sanders right now because of all the things that have really transpired and where it ended up having him drafted.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, Shedeur and Dion are the same person. They just have different talent levels.
I agree.
They're the same person.
Dion got away with it because he was amazing.
Because what he told you he was going to do, he did.
Yeah.
At times 10.
Yeah.
Shedeur acted like Dion, like my stuff doesn't stink.
Really bad,
but
too.
But not any more than Dion.
Yeah.
Like Dion, they said he walked in with some glasses at the combine, ran the 40, left. Like Dion will say, I'm this, I'm going to run 2 touchdowns back, and he does it.
But the only exposure Dion got was television and radio, where Shedeur, it's Instagram, it's TikTok, it's in our faces all the time, and cameras everywhere. And the way he acted towards his own team and towards other, he acted like a dickhead. That's why
Let me ask you this question: How did they differ between Shedeur and Eli Manning?
I never saw Eli act like that.
Well, Archie Manning said, we're not going to these teams.
I understand that.
But nobody made a big deal out of it.
Well, that was the only.
But here's the difference, though. Eli's better.
Sure.
Eli's better than Shedeur.
He proved it. He won 2 Super Bowls.
If Shedeur was still, if he was the equivalent to Deion Sanders as a quarterback, he could have said everything he said. You can't speak that way when you're not that guy.
Right.
And I think that's what got him in trouble.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And it's, to me, the reason why I didn't really root for him is because he acted like an asshole so much.
Sure.
And I don't like that. I don't like to root for people to act like dicks. You know what I mean? I don't mind if you're aggressive. I don't mind in the heat of battle if you're, like you say something a little out of pocket. Like, remember Brian Cushing?
Yes.
Monster.
Yeah.
Absolute animal middle linebacker. Brian Cox. Monster. Asshole. But good, really good at playing football. Like Brian Cushing would say the craziest stuff. He was like John Rocker, but in football. Like he was nuts.
Yeah, but I don't know if I compare him to John Rocker.
We're not like saying racist stuff, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you bring up Brian Cox because if you said to me, did you have a nemesis while you played?
That's why I brought it up.
It was Brian Cox.
I know.
It was Brian Cox who I fought twice.
Yeah.
Cost me $10,000 both times, both against Brian Cox. And then me and him used to go at it on the field like we hated each other more than anybody else. And my last year I was with the Jets and I walked in the locker room and Brian Cox pretty much ran that locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks by me, looks at me, goes, "You're that dirty SOB from Tampa, ain't you?"
Yeah, dude.
And I go, "Yes, sir."
Yeah.
And he stuck his hand out, he shook my hand, he goes, "Good to have you."
Yeah.
That was it.
Absolutely.
That's a respect. Because you know who you don't hate? Somebody who ain't coming at you.
Right.
You don't hate somebody you're whooping. You just don't.
Yeah.
If I'm whooping you, I'm laughing at you, but I don't hate you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
think about like Warren, not the nicest guy back in the day, but Hall of Fame skills. Yeah. And he could talk smack to Brett Favre. He could do it because he's Warren Sapp.
Yeah.
Hardy Nickerson. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Same thing.
Yeah, but Hardy was like the punch you in the face guy, though.
Right.
From the first day. He just looks like
old school.
He's going to punch somebody in the face at all time. But it rubs off on the rest of the defense, though, because he's just that. Like, even in practice, I'm like, Hardy, yo.
I know.
Slow down. I F you guys. Yeah, I'm like, dude, why are you so mad? You're supposed to be religious.
I know.
Stop being so damn mad.
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
Mad, dog.
Always.
Always mad, yeah.
Even when he smiled, he looked angry. Like,
he was missing the tooth.
Dude, I had a football card. That was back when I was like, like a teenager. I had like his Pittsburgh Steelers rookie card, and I'm looking at it, I go, why is he so upset? He got drafted by the Steelers.
He's mad.
Why
he
mad?
was James Harrison mad all the time because James Harrison comes out of bed mad.
That's a big-headed dude, too.
Yeah, I'm scared of him.
Oh, yeah, that's another one. I'm going to go hit you with my car.
I think 4 James Harrisons could bring down a silverback gorilla. 4 of them.
I don't know if the gorillas would fight him. Be honest.
The gorilla's like, I don't want none of that smoke.
They got to make a business
They're
decision.
like, yo, nah.
You see the gorillas huddle up. They come
By the
back
way,
out.
I'm on the silverback side with 100 men. 100%.
Really?
It's not close for me. No.
One gorilla.
How they going to end it?
Yeah.
They're like, he'll get tired. And as he's tired, he'll just be sitting there breathing in deep as you guys are jumping all up on, and then he'll catch his breath and then mop another 20. And the other 20 are going to see guys with heads and limbs off, and they're going to go, I ain't going up in there.
Well, you have to have a plan.
There's no plan because you have to get 100 guys. Here's the key now that are ready to die.
Or 10 got to go for the wiener immediately.
I don't know if it's that easy to go grab no silverbacks wiener, dog.
Well, they're not. They don't know. They don't know a protocol for that.
You got to be real close to grab a silverback's wiener.
There is no silverback that has a protocol for 10 dudes grabbing his wiener.
What are you going to do after you grab it, dog?
We don't know how he's going to react. He's confused.
He might go, oh, yeah, let's do this.
We got 10 dudes from St. Pete, right? They're good at grabbing wieners. Mm-hmm. They got to take the bullet right up front. They grab the wieners, and the gorilla's like, what the hell's going on? Maybe he likes it. And then the other 90 dudes kick him in the head. I'm just saying.
I'm on Team Silverback all day.
I'm definitely not Team Wiener.
Allegedly.
Ian_Beckles Instagram. Follow him if you're not doing that. And go over and see him at Dignitary. Kava, tea, coffee, weed, all the stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, 420 friendly. All the stuff. Go over there and see him. Gandy in West Shore. JP is up next, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
It makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now, I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer. Then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the award-winning online learning program.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Designed by education experts, ABC Mouse seamlessly aligns with what your child is already learning in school. And with over 10,000 learning activities and more than 850 lessons, it's an engaging and comprehensive curriculum. More info at abcmouse.com/radio.
I have been teaching for 13 years, and I've never seen a program like ABC Mouse. It encompasses science, math, reading, social studies.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials. Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
When it really matters, choose Farrah and Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Toyota.com. Pollen season is here, and the only way to ensure that your car is truly clean every day is the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. With locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and a new location in Palm Harbor, you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Summer is coming. Don't rely on factory smoked glass to keep your car cool. Upgrade to ceramic window tint at Zen Film Solutions. Shield your paint with PPF and change your look with a custom wrap. Call 813-TINTING or visit zenfilmsolutions.com. Protect. Don't neglect.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8157. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8157. That's 800-575-8157. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go. Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Thursday morning, 11 o'clock. How's everybody doing today? It's 800-771-1025 at JP on your radio on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to get in touch that way as well. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Dizzy. How's everybody's doing today?
What up?
What up?
Oh,
you heard any of this drama?
Are you trying to one-up Monica, or did something good happen?
Something interesting happened, I think.
What happened?
So Nicole wakes up a lot earlier than me, so she's able to catch the Mike Calter show when she's dropping the girls off and heading to work. Today, one of the girls were sick, so she stayed home. And when we're going into work, she was like, hey, did you hear the update on Spanish and what happened with Sad Weirdos? I'm like, no.
It's called Sad Weirdos for the record.
I don't know the real name.
No, the name, don't care. It's Sad Weirdos.
The Saturday, that's their Saturday show?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
Where the two people with mental health